Good morning, students. So now we will do the revision for your main board examination. Pre-board 1 examination just completed. Now we are going to start the revision from the history section. And in history section, I am taking the revision for the chapter The Making of Global World. I hope you all are having your history book. And you have to bring your history notebook also, because during the revision we will slightly make keynotes, okay, to revise the whole chapter heading per heading, and then we also discuss the things which are under the particular events and headings. That's why it is mandatory to bring your history book, NCERT, plus your history fair notebook. Okay, date by revision will be there. So students, first thing I want to ask you that there are 3 chapters in history for class 10 this year, and we are taking for revision purpose. First we are taking the making of global world. When the title of the chapters hit in our mind, so what the things comes in your mind, and it is very necessary because this is revision. You have studied the entire chapter. Now, making of global world. So, what you are supposed to study in this chapter? What the things which you have studied in this chapter? Can you give me step by step? The point-wise explanation. The making of global world. What is the global world here? Global world refers in the history for what means? For which term we are using? The making of global world for trade purpose. So you can say, ma'am, when we study the making of global world in history for class 10, it is all about the relationship. This is all about that how we have to do the revision of the chapters in history. Okay? Yes. The relationship. The relationship among. Make this your fair notebook. Revision. The relationship among various countries for trading purposes. Am I right? Yes or no? Making of global world means, ma'am, we are going to study that how the distinct part of the world connected with each other from the ancient India, from the starting of 17th or 16th century up to the 21st century, that how they have developed their connection for satisfying their trade relationship. It means the transportation of goods and services. Okay, when this idea is clear in our mind that in history the making of global world means the entire countries of the world, around the world, are connecting with the various means of transportation. You know that trade purpose can be satisfied with the proper means of transportation, and you are studying it in history. It means ancient means of transportation. So what type of routes come in your mind? The second heading of the chapter is which routes? Silk routes. Why you are having the confusion? This is so common. This is the, you can say, life of the chapter, that silk routes. So second is you are going to study under it is silk routes. It is known, this is the pattern of revision. This is not that you are first time listening the word silk routes. No, if it is so, it means that you can imagine that what type of performance you will give in your main board examination. So silk routes. So these are step by step keynotes as a revision purpose for this chapter. When we say silk routes, what types of routes were involved in sea routes? What type of means of transportation? Roads and sea routes. And sea routes. Okay. The making of global world in history means purpose for the transmission of the goods and services from one place to another with the help of long voyages, sea routes and the roads network. Third, when the people, hawkers, sailors, salesmen, traveled from one part to the another part of the country. Okay, what things they spread? Global. What things first they spread from one place to another? Goods and services. Okay. Then third heading, how the food travels. Because here we are trying to revise the chapter step by step so that you will remember. There should be continuity. Okay. So traveling of food items. When we say traveling of food items, you immediately know spaghetti, noodles, potato. Spaghetti is known as in another country with the name of noodles. Somehow their texture is same, okay, and their name is different from one place to another. So just we have to remind, and in this chapter, the making of global world is all about how the globally the word, distinct part of the world from the ancient period, they are connected with each other for the trade purpose. How the people, hawkers and the travelers traveled a long distance with the help of sea routes, and then they communicate with them to satisfy their trade purpose. They also learn something and they sell their products, whatever they have made. Okay. At the same time, when the people move from one place to another, they also exchange their food habits with each other. It happens. It is common. So it is very easy to summarize the things step by step as a revision purpose, beta. And mark the date of today, title of the chapter, and write down the revision. Okay. Now, how the food travels. Now you know the example of spaghetti, noodles you can say, and the other thing, potatoes also. Okay, potatoes also. Now, after the food travels, one more thing also travels, disease. And when we study the making of global world, then it is not the transmission of disease, it became an very good epidemic. Okay, transmission of disease. And ultimately you can say it was an infectional disease. So here though we are doing step by step quick revision, but it doesn't mean that whatever content is written in the book under these heading, you have to go thoroughly. Yes, in which country? Which country used as this disease as a weapon to conquer America? Spain. Spain has used the smallpox as a weapon, as an infectional disease, which later became an epidemic in America, because America was recently discovered by the Columbus, and the people were not aware about the medical technology or the facility. That's why it influenced the other, infected so many people in America, and in this way Spain used this epidemic as a weapon to conquer the America. Yes or no? Have you remembered? So just hitting the heading in your mind, you have to suddenly or immediately remember all the things which you have studied under these headings. This is known as revision. Revision, you have studied already, you have remembered, now you are giving them a short form of notes so that in the examination it will be easy to revise. Don't think that the revision is just once again explain the entire chapter. No, not at all. This is revision and it will be definitely different from the earlier study. That's why it is revision. Okay. So, the transmission of disease, it is an epidemic. And what the name of disease was? Smallpox. So, these things country? Which country? Huh? Which country? You have to read in the book. Don't guess here. This is a revision. I am asking you. I have explained the entire chapter. Yes. Without seeing that book and without the confirming, because I know that how much you give daily study. You just note down the question answer, submit, so that your attendance will be there, but understanding and knowledge is zero. Why? Because not ready to read the books. Who will read the books for you? Nobody is going to read the books for you. You have to study the books. You have to make your own notes. But no, from the starting of the session it becomes very, because you know that you will get the 80 and 75 marks. That is enough. हो जाएगा काम. No need. After 1 year भूल जाएंगे कि इस चैप्टर में क्या था. वो तो इसको याद रहता है. The people remember the chapter forever if they pass one class to another, because they actually study. They just don't bother the teacher. Ma'am, हमारी absent है, हमने तो homework rectification we have submitted. अब है ना, ask the question 0, but 80% से पास हो जाते हैं. इसलिए they realize. Britain. Under this heading, how the world economy takes it, that how the Britain emerged as the most powerful economically country during the particular century. Why we call them the more powerful economic country? Because they have offered the loans to the another European nation also, who are not economically so much powerful that time. So you have to go with the all the content. Understood? There is a need that you have to study by your own. We cannot do this for you. Sorry. We can only explain the chapter. We can give you the video. We can tell you where you are wrong. We can explain the things. But sorry, as far as the study, you have to do by your own. Understood? Which you are not doing. That's why you are blank. When I ask what are the headings, at least 10 or 15 headings should be in your mind. You have just finished your term pre-board 1 examination, and this is the scene. Okay. Now the world economy. You will discuss about the Britain. Okay. How? What are the steps? Why it has become as a powerful country? You have to explain it. Okay. Then 6th is role of technology. Role of technology. We are talking about the making of global world. It means we are discussing the relationship of the trade purpose among the various nations in the world from the starting of the 17th century up to the 21st century. So, how the technology help to motivate the nations so that they can also smooth, they can more enhance, flourish. They can flourish their trade relationship with the other country. Okay, the role of technology. And in this chapter, we study the role of technology. I hope you have remembered that how the animals were kept in the big ships and they are carried in the long voyages to transport them to satisfy the need purposes to the people. Earlier, when there was not a development of technology, it becomes very difficult to take all the live animals in the big ship, and during the long voyages they fall sick. Okay, and then many of the cattle died there. There was a great loss to the people also from where they were kept. Okay, and ultimately they cannot offer such type of meat to the people, because then again the people who will eat them, they will fall sick. So when the technology arrived, okay, then all the ship were having huge refrigerator in the ship, and then they slaughtered the animals in their native country. Slaughtered means उनको काट देते थे meat. They slaughtered. Now they were not keeping the animals live. They slaughtered them in their native country and then kept the meat pieces of the cattle in the big refrigerator, and then after covering the long voyages, they were offered to the particular countries and now it becomes very easy to the common people. The effect of the technology was that earlier it was only affordable. The meat was only affordable for the rich people, but with the help of technology, the prices of meat also comes down, and now the common people also having the variety of meals. Now they can also having the opportunity to take the non-vegetarian at cheaper rate. It was only possible just because of the help of technology. Now you can see, even you can associate it with the, here though we are just focusing the chapter, okay, but just for the understanding purpose, you can imagine that the role of technology now is so smooth that in every household we are having mobile gadgets. Yes or no? Because the prices are down. Yes or no? Prices down, that we are having the good features mobile phone within 15 or 20,000 rupees. Earlier they were so costly. Even the branded phone are so much costly and having the limited features. Okay, because they are brand. Okay, but they are within our reach. We can afford. Okay, so that's why the role of technology is that now the animals slaughtered in their hometown and then they offer to the particular country, and now within it is non-vegetarian or this edible things within the reach of common masses also. Here the technology helped, because we are saying that transporting of meat, for which purpose? Trade purpose. It is also trade. Trade is just selling and buying the things. Yes or no? Selling and buying the things is known as a trade. It can be anything. It can be meat. It can be goods and services. It can be artifacts. It can be various things which we use in our day-to-day life. Okay. It is the role of technology in the chapter the making of global world. Now the another heading is that after that next late 19th century and colonialism. Now we are reaching late 19th century. It is colonialism. So when we study that how in late 19th century, it means the starting of the 20th century, how the colonialism affect the life of the people, how it have become adverse for the European people. Okay, you will discuss about it. You can take the 4th and 5th line that the Florida markets expand in the 19th century, but this was not only period of expanding trade and prosperity. In many parts of the world, expansion of trade and closer relationship with the world economy also meant a loss of freedom and livelihoods. Yes. That in this headings, up to this heading we are talking about all the positive things. Yes or no? That how the relationship just how the distinct part of the world come forward to each other, how technologically they develop their connectivity so that they can very easily can say export and import the goods and services. Okay, although sometimes they also become the part of dangerous epidemics also, but that is always there is some good and positive and the adverse effect of anything. It is of course how we are tackling the things. Okay, then you can say traveling of food item also, when the people share each other the language, the cultural background and the food habits also with each other, it also flourished the diversity. Okay, now we are taking up to the late 19th century, it means the starting of the 20th century, just because that the trade has flourished around the world. Okay, means of transportation also flourished, developed so well. Okay, now the one challenge emerged, that just because of the colonization, colonialism was all over, as the every country is trying to expand their area. Okay, wider their area so that they can use more and more resources. They were trying. Then at the same time, it was having an adverse effect that European conquest produced many painful economic yes, telling you like Belgium and Germany became new colonial powers, and at the same time that they faced so many challenges as they are trying to expand their areas, okay, for the more and more development of their trade, and at the same time and Belgium, Germany and Belgium, Germany and Belgium also they became a new colonial power. These two countries also emerged as a powerful countries because their economy is also flourishing. It is all about that. The people or the nation who are more conscious to improve their economy, they will work hard at that time, late century. Earlier, we are seeing the history that Britain emerged as a powerful country, economical country from the starting. But now the Germany and the Belgium also emerging themselves as an independent, powerful economic nation up to the late 19th century. Okay, and now the US also became a colonial power in the late 1890s by taking over some colonies earlier held by Spain. So you can see the US also up to the late 19th century. The Germany, Belgium and US. These countries also emerging, enhancing, flourishing their economy. Okay, so there was a stiff competition among the countries like Britain, Germany, Belgium and US. These were the most prominent countries in terms of economical power up to the late 19th century. Now the competition among the nations arises when the late 19th century started. Earlier it was only one nation, Britain, which was known as a world economy. It provides loans, funding to the other nations around the world for economical purposes. But now, up to the late 19th century, you are studying the other countries like Germany, Belgium, US, okay, Britain and France, how they expand there, how they flourish their independent trade and commerce, and they are also emerging as a powerful economic country up to the late 19th century. So it is all about this heading to remember. Now, next is another important is very important coming of Rinderpest, or it is also known as the cattle plague. Okay. Now the 8th heading is in this chapter. Step by step, and we are saying that what is all about the chapter, beta, the making of global world. So you have to remember step by step. These are the things which is mentioned in the chapter, and it is under per heading. This is known as revision. Okay. Now next is very important. Everything is important if it is in your syllabus. So everything is so much important. Okay. Now the next continuous incident in the making of global world process, that it is the 8th point of the chapter coming of Rinderpest. And what is Rinderpest? It is a cattle disease. Cattle plague. The cattle plague. It was a disease among the cattle. And earlier you have studied that how man, with the help of technology, how the animals slaughtered. And now we are talking about cattle disease. Directly or indirectly, it is having the adverse effect on the world economy. Yes or no? Because we are offering the slaughtered animal to the people as a meat purpose. And now the cattle suffering from the Rinderpest. And it is a infectional disease. So bird flu. Recently, 3 or 5 years back, when we stopped to eat eggs, we stopped to eat chickens. Huh? And even in the corona period, how many hens were just dig in the deep soil around the world, because these are the infections which infect very rapidly among the chickens or the hen or these are the things. So anyhow, because there is a cycle, food cycle. We study in the junior classes, food chain, how we are dependent on each other. on the world economy. Okay, so under this heading, what is all about? That in Africa, you have to just associate this Linda with which country? Africa. Only people जहाँ पे where you are making notes, Africa. Ah, directly talking about it. As the world economy takes shape, you are talking about the Britain deeply. So this thing is very clear. Should be clear in your mind that particularly because it is history without the name of the countries, without the mentioning the year or the century. Sorry, you will not get the accurate marks, and this is not the knowledge. It is not a story that you can just know. There is an urgent need of the mentioning the centuries and the era or the dates and the country name. Understood? It is very necessary. So when we are saying the spreading of interface among the cattle, we are basically talking about Africa. That is how in Africa the cattle plague or interface had a terrifying impact on the people's livelihood. And it was having adverse effect on livelihood of people. Okay, livelihood. How? As this is a good example of the widespread European imperial impact on the colonized society. That historically Africa had an abundant, yes, as you can see that Africa was the country up to the 19th century which was having very low population and enormous means unlimited, which cannot be counted. Africa, you have to keep this thing in your mind that in a historical perspective, Africa up to the 19th century was the nation around the world which was having very limited population and enormous, unlimited availability of resources. I think these people were known as prosperous people. They were not having the need to work because already they are having plenty of things that they never think to work hard for their survival. Even they were having so much of resources that it will satisfy their generation to generation. Africa was the nation at that time when we are studying that Britain, Germany, US were just having a stiff competition to become more economically powerful country. And that time, obviously, naturally, Africa was the nation who was having the unlimited, enormous scope or the availability of resources and very limited population. So they never thought to work hard for their survival. Now we are studying the effect of Rinderpest on the life of the people, how their livelihood adversely affect, and the country is Africa. But in the late 19th century Africa, there were few consumer goods that wages could buy. If you had been African possessing and livestock and three was plenty of both of you, you would too have seen little reason to work for a wage. In the late 19th century, Europeans were attracted. Then again, what had happened? European countries attracted as they were attracted towards America. This is their specialty. Wherever they found enormous scope. In India, that's why we became slaves for 200 years. They have used so many resources of our Indian spices, Indian textile. We became only the supplier of raw material. Our home-made industry was just ruined just because these are the people who always having one aim that they have to be economically sufficient. Most because money matters. This is the truth of life. Money matters. Yeah, that's why you are here. That's why I am here. Yes or no? It sounds very tough, but it is truth. Such तो है. You are having plenty of example. If somebody will ask you why the Britishers came in India, they attracted towards the resources of India. They flourished their England textile mills. They used our Indian spices. And after some time we became only a supplier of raw material. And they use our raw material, the cotton, okay, indigo, as then they use this and to produce the heavy costly textile around, and then they export them. So this is the irony. These are the strategy of the European nation. Not only in the case of India when they conquer India, but excuse me, whenever you can see the example, various example in history, and we were having the example of America also, how they ruin America with the help. You can see how the China has used it recently. Everything was just stopped for 8 months.
Yes, sir.
Stopped. And when we are saying stop, it means no, nothing is going. Only our just heartbeat is going. How they used this thing as a weapon. Corona has used as a weapon, not in the field, but as an infectious disease like the smallpox. Oh yes, how Spain has used. Okay, now that interface. Now what had happened that now European attracted towards the resources of Africa, and they thought that, but here the less population, they are not ready to work as a labor. So how we have to compel them? How we have to force them that they will not have plenty of resources, and then so they come up with that Africa due to its vast resources of land and mineral, European came to India holding to establish plantation mines here and export to the Europe. But there was an unexpected problem of shortage of labor. Yes, labor. But they want to make labor, the African people, for their purpose, to satisfy their purpose, business purpose, and in their hometown. You can see, in India also we became slaves. We used to do odd jobs while this country belonged to us. The same thing they have done with the. So India was also known as a golden bird. We were so prosperous, we were so rich. Even our monument, there was a jewels, there was diamond which was used by the emperors, Rajput emperors. Okay, there was a great fort where they have used these jewelry not only to just adorn themselves, but they use on the monuments. Yeah, this is our history. That's why they attacked it. Then they attacked India. Okay, and we were not united. That's why. If we will not unite, it will happen again and again. There is a great need to be united. India is having democracy, so we have to use this democracy beyond that which caste, which religion we belong. That first of all we have to give our vote to the representative who is good for the nation, not for our own purpose. Because if we are having the caliber, if we are hardworking, definitely we will own something. Second largest populous country, and it is a challenging for one representative of India to provide the jobs to each and every section. There will be certain procedure. It will be tough because there is so much of population. But here we have to work hard. Okay, we cannot blame the representative because population is why we are not control our population, so that whatever jobs are there, they will be satisfied. Each and every section of the society. So one side, although they are offering jobs, but again we are increasing the population. That's why there is always an imbalance. Always it remains. Because the need is not only to provide something. The need is that the consumption should be controlled. And it should be controlled when the number of people will be in a balanced manner. Agree? So we will continue the heading Rinderpest from tomorrow. And your homework is that from Rinderpest to the remaining heading. All headings, the content you will study at home, and tomorrow we will continue, and then we will give you the question to sort out here only.